Christopher brought up a great idea, and the idea is, when do you need to create images for information? So that's what this video is going to focus on. Now, he was talking about, if he knows what James Watt looks like, does he still have to create an image for James Watt, or can he just picture James Watt on the boat? And this was a video on how to memorize historical dates. And so I'm going to talk about when you need to create an image and when you don't. And now we're going to use the presidents for an example. So say you're trying to memorize all the presidents. Now you're going to start with the first one, George Washington. So if you know what George Washington looks like, you don't have to create an image because you already have this pre-made image of him. So you can put George Washington on the kitchen table. That was the first location. So it saves you a lot of time when you have these pre-made images of all these different pieces of information. But if you don't know what George Washington looks like, then you have to create an image for him. So you'll probably break his name into his first name and last name. So George, maybe you picture Curious George. Washington, maybe you picture washing machine, okay, a washing machine. And boom, now you have your image to remember the information, George Washington. Then you replace Curious George, I don't know, dancing on top of a washing machine on the kitchen table. So as you can tell, when you have this pre-made image of George Washington in your head already, or any information that you're learning, you have the image already, it goes a lot faster as compared to creating an image from scratch. But the thing is, a lot of information out there doesn't really have an image attached to it already. And so that's why you always have to create these images for it. And for example, Millard Fillmore, I have no idea what he looks like. So I have to create an image for it, because if you don't know what the information looks like, some sort of physical form, then you have to create an image for it. So let's go down to Donald Trump. I would picture, either Donald Trump, who he is, or if you don't know who he is, you could picture Donald Duck, Trump, and a stump. Boom, there you go. And so this is something you kind of have to make a judgment call for yourself, because only you know if you have an image already attached to some sort of information or you don't. And that's why I recommend getting really good at creating images for random words, because regardless if you have an image or you don't, you can always create an image on the spot. And so that's one thing I recommend practicing, memorizing random words, because that's going to really help you when it comes to learning any information out there, because the majority of the information is in word form, right? And so yeah, so there you go. So when you need to create an image, just think for a second, okay, do I already have this pre-made image attached to this information? If not, then you have to create an image for it. So hopefully you found this video helpful, and I'll see you next time.